every time you try to move forward in your life, there's always going to be people that try to hold you back to who you used to be. And not only do they hold you back to who you used to be, they're going to remind you of who you used to be. And family, when we're moving forward, I know it gets hard to stay focused. I know it gets hard to stay encouraged because sometimes it's hard for me. But at the end of the day, there are always going to be obstacles and people and things designed to keep you back. Always going to be obstacles, people and things designed to not make you go to the next level. But the reality is they're pushing you to that very next level you need to go on. Sometimes the hate, right? Sometimes the negative things people say to you, sometimes all of that is adding up to taking you closer to becoming the best version of yourself every single time. What a person does, what a person says that may, be meant for harm always works for good because it always works out in your favor. And when you're trying to do that new thing, when you're trying to become that new person, you're changing behaviors, you're changing your thought process, you are changing yourself, right? To move to a new self. You're trying to step out of predictable ways and predictable things and doing the same thing every day and making the same decisions every day. You're stepping out of that so that you can move towards a new future where you're having new feelings, where you're creating new behaviors, where you're becoming a new person, where you're not allowing what a person says to define who you're becoming. It doesn't matter if what they say is true. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you're moving forward in your new life to becoming the better person that you can be. And you can't concern yourself with what people are saying about you. And it is not to be mean. It is not to hurt anyone's feelings. But what they say about you is none of your concern and it's none of your business, family. It's not. And so many times people like to reject the chosen one, right? They like to tell you you're not good enough or you'll never make it or you're not as good as this person or not. Listen, it's all designed because they see greatness. Why would they tell you you're great if they see greatness in you? Because that's what they see. Nothing but greatness. So they have to hate to make themselves feel better because they see nothing but greatness in you. And a lot of times people admire you behind closed doors but hate you in public. So let them talk about you in public. They secretly admire you because you are going against the grain, doing a new thing. Change is hard. To make a change is to wake up and decide that you want to do something differently than you did the day before. To make a change is to blaze a new trail, to walk a different and new walk. And oftentimes you don't have support on that walk, family. So we're not going to allow what people say to hurt us and affect us to the point where it stops us from getting where we need to be. We're no longer in that business. What we're in the business of is self-development, becoming better, doing more. We're not going to allow it. Because when they go low, we fly high every single time. You're chosen. What else are you going to do but fly high? You are chosen. And sometimes you need to hear this motivation because, you're doing your day-to-day. People expect you to continue to be who you are and do what you do because they expect you to be that person in their life that they need. But what about what you need? Leaders also need leading, right? Leaders also need comfort. And sometimes you're not getting that from the circle that you're in. But that's cool because at the end of the day, no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, you're moving forward to becoming that best version of yourself that you could possibly be. No one's going to stop you. They're not going to stop you. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, you have a goal. You've set some dreams that you need to accomplish for yourself, and you're not allowing anything to stop you. It's bad enough you have to work. It's bad enough you have families or kids or life or whatever you got going on. You have everything going on in addition to what you're doing to work on yourself. You don't have time. And one of the things that I do, like if someone says something or comes up against me or rejects me or whatever the case is, I just try to find a way to channel that energy. I like to run, right? So I'll take a walk. I'll go for a run. I like to read. I'll read. I'm very good at journaling. I journal. So what are some things that you can do that is not a vice, right? Like smoking, drinking. What are some things that you can do to channel this energy that you're feeling? So really think about that, family. But what we cannot do is allow a person to continue to hurt us, to continue to say the things, and we now take what they say inside, and it changes who we are inside. We're no longer in the business of doing that, family. Not this year, not ever, because we're creating a new self. And the more we think about the past, the more we stay in it. The more we think about the past, the more we create our day today becomes just like our day yesterday. So we got to get out of that rut. We got to get out of that living in the past so that we can move forward to a new and good future. Just something to think about, family. Stay inspired.